Hello BookTube. For Tag Tuesday, I'm going to be doing the book giving tag. I was kindly tagged by the Bookish Bryants. Thank you. And the tag was originally created by Taking Tea with Catherine. So I'll link both of their videos down below, and I will also be placing the prompts because I don't think there's going to be many book mentions in this tag video. So, prompt number 1. Do you give books as gifts? If so, to whom? I do give books as gifts, namely The Four Children of the Apocalypse. That's my little nickname for my 4 nieces and nephews. I have, up until their past birthdays this year, I have given them books. They don't necessarily appreciate those books. I'm pretty sure they don't read them. Or if they are read to, given that war and death haven't quite yet learned to read, me reading to them. But I do try to give them books when I can. I'm actually thinking of giving them books for Christmas rather than getting them toys. But we shall see. I also give books to my mom on occasion. Although usually, when I do give books to mom, she'll cycle them amongst her sisters as well, given they have this sort of sisterly lending library going on. And I'll probably might give my mom a book or 2 for her birthday, depending on whether or not she's wanting to take on another puzzle or something else. We shall see. And I've also given a book to my brother once. It was a woodworking book, because he likes to woodwork, and it would be helpful if he actually followed the instructions. Hopefully he does not see this video. Number 2. Do you receive many books as gifts? Are they usually successful? People very rarely give me actual books. I was thinking of maybe not so gently hinting to my brother that would like some books for my birthday rather than an Amazon gift card, although yeah, if I get an Amazon gift card, I'll use it to buy some books. But usually I don't think anybody's actually given me any books for gifts in ages. I mean, I think I got some when I was a kid, like the Big House in the Little Woods, Little House on the Prairie, I think I got as gifts. Great Illustrated Classics, I think I got as a gift. A lot of other books. Obviously, I was a kid, so I couldn't buy them myself, but I would get books as gifts when I was younger. And then once I reached a certain age, people just gave me money. Have they been successful? I would say so. Yeah, they've been successful. Although I don't really have many of them anymore, or I have very few of them left. Number 3, when you buy yourself books, do you think of them as gifts? No! I mean, they're splurges, they're treats, but not really gifts. Gifts are what you give to someone else, not necessarily to yourself. If you give something like, say, I'm going to buy a book. If I give that book to somebody else, that's a gift. If I give that book to me, that's a treat. Number 4. Do you consider used books to be acceptable gifts? Yes. when famine and pestilence were younger and before War and Death, I would go to the Friends of the Library book sale, and I would walk around the children's book section and pick them up a few books that I think they might like. Admittedly, not necessarily the best books. I mean, some of them were, I think, quite good if I remember correctly, but yeah, their quality wasn't the best. I've also gotten them a copy of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs used. So, I do think, and I've also bought my mom books used as gifts as well. So, I do think used books can be acceptable as gifts, although it depends upon the quality. I mean, if it's falling apart, it's... But I mean, if it's a decent quality, if it's good quality, yeah, will work as a gift. I mean, it can also be, I mean, particularly if you're looking at like fine or very good or collectible, I mean, those used books can be several times more valuable than new books. So, yeah. Number 5. If you could receive a gift card for any bookshop book website, which would you choose? Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some from Amazon. And I've gotten some from Barnes & Noble before. One of my aunts has, I think, like a few years, she's gotten me a Barnes & Noble gift card. And then I think she switched to Amazon since the bulk of my book buying is on Amazon. But if I got to choose where I would be getting some gift cards to, I would say Powell's, the big independent bookstore in Portland that basically takes up a city block and is absolutely amazing place to go. I've recently gotten into the habit of buying books from them when I read that they were having some difficulty. And also, I would love to get a gift card from Book People, the big independent bookstore in Austin, which is an absolutely amazing place. It's been too long since I've been there physically, but it is such, I loved going there Saturdays when I lived in Austin. It's just an amazing walk and an amazing place. I'd also like a gift card to Fable, this new, it's been there, it's about a year old, independent bookstore in Waco. So I'd like one there too, if at all possible. I would also like, if I were to get something from Fabled, to actually have somebody take me up so I can do the curbside instead of having it shipped. Shipping and handling there is like ridiculous. But anyway. Number 6. Gift wrapping. Gift bag. Bear presentation. Gift wrapping, even though I am infamously bad at wrapping gifts, I mean, it is really bad. I mean, I've gotten better at it. When I was wrapping presents for War and Death's birthdays this past year, or this summer, I think I might have made a breakthrough in figuring out how to actually wrap presents, although wrapping books are not necessarily all that difficult. I mean, I've used gift bags, but I don't know necessarily if they really work all that well. Bear presentation, that kind of sort of kills the surprise. Number 7. Can you communicate to others when a book is a lend is a lend and not a gift? I'm usually pretty clear on that. Although, I mean, I very rarely lend books out. Or gift what I have in my own collection. But I very rarely lend them out. So, number 8. Have you ever given someone an ebook? No. And how exactly do you do that? I know Steve Donahue has mentioned numerous times on his Mega Stuff videos that a lot of people have been giving him links or ebooks, and I'm like, how exactly do you do that? I have no idea how that works. None at all. Although given the fact that I much prefer physical copies to ebooks, I'm not necessarily in a rush to actually find out. Although I do wonder if the 4 Children of the Apocalypse might not actually prefer ebooks to physical books, given, how often they're on their tablets and other devices. So. Number 9. Name 5 books you'd love to receive as gifts. Okay, if I'm only limited to 5. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. So, definitely I would say The King of the World by Philip Mansell, I think. It's this big new biography of Louis XIV that places him in a more global context rather than a court context. Steve Donahue reviewed it a week or so ago in Open Letters Review, and I loved the review, and I really want the book. 2, I think I would like to get the Big Book of Modern Fantasy and the Big Book of Science Fiction, edited by Jeff and Ann Vandermeer. That I've had my eye on them for a while. Number 4. I think I would like the Fifth Son by Camilla Townsend. In fact, it's a new history of the Aztecs. In fact, when I bought The Beauty and the Terror, I was actually thinking about getting Fifth Son instead. And number 5. Number 5. There's a new. Let me check real quick. Even though I do not like looking at my Amazon wish lists on the computer because it is an insane amount of wish lists on both. I have 2 wish lists. One that is basically fiction and a few nonfiction cookbooks. I think there's a memoir of Will Young coming out too. Where are you at? Oh yeah, The Deviants War, the homosexual versus the United States, I think I would like to. And that makes 5, so we'll go with those 5. And finally, number 10, tag some book gift people. I think if you haven't done this tag, consider yourselves tagged. So yeah. And that was the book giving tag. I'm thinking I'm going to have another tag or do another tag here in a few minutes. But if I don't think it turns out very well, then I won't upload it. But yeah, so until next time, BookTube, thank you. Have a great day. Stay safe.